years now. So today we're going to really talk about creating things. I have a lot of things to say. I've tried to condense it into 30 minutes. So this presentation is available for anyone who's interested in getting a copy of it, the more detailed version. You put your business card in this basket over here and I'll email it to you. So we'll talk today about the big problem, the plastic problem in retail, the various misconceptions that are leading to that problem. I'll showcase a few of the alternatives to plastic that exist right now and provide you with some solutions that I feel could work. So let's get going. So one thing I want to mention is the importance of the grocery store. So as people, we all eat and we all go to the grocery store regular times, maybe multiple times a week. It is the single most important place where we're making so many of our decisions. That's called ethical or unethical environmental decisions. Every single time we go to a grocery store, we're making that choice. So it's a very, very important place for us. And inherently that gives the grocer a tremendous amount of responsibility and opportunity to not only educate them, but to also make a positive shift in the industry. But grocers are facing a pretty interesting dilemma in that consumers are becoming more aware. They're now having to spend more money on green solutions, and they're having to make sure that it's safe, the food is safe. So this is an interesting problem that grocers are facing. The truth gap is a big thing that I want to talk about. Is the biggest reason for these problems are the fact that advancement in technology is happening, whereas the people making the decisions for, let's say, buying may not be aware of what the reality is. There's a miscommunication which leads to a lot of the problems. So let's talk about the problem and the various misconceptions. I've boiled them down to 5 or 6 that I'll highlight. So one of the misconceptions is that plastic is actually the problem. Whereas plastic's not the problem, plastic's simply a consequence of the root problem, which is misconceptions and lack of awareness and essentially human behavior. What we're essentially doing right now is we're replacing one toxic material with another toxic material and pretending that that's actually doing something positive for the environment. So, the first misconception is that whatever I put in the blue bin actually is recycled. The truth is 91% of the stuff is not recycled. So out of the 100 things that you put in the blue bin, only 9 of them are recycled. There's a very interesting piece that was on CBC Marketplace that I encourage everyone to watch about this. So normally we would just send our plastic to China, and mid-summer of last year, China banned the import of this plastic. And so what are we doing with our garbage now? We're either burning it ourselves or sending it to different countries like Indonesia. Consumers, Canadians, are really upset about hearing about this truth, that all along at home we do all this effort and provide all our plastics, whereas only 9% of it's actually recycled. So think about that every single time you're buying something that's recycled. How much waste has actually gone into getting that one thing that's recycled? Misconceptions that replacing a thin plastic bag with another thicker plastic bag is actually solving the problem. The truth is the amount of energy that's required to make a thicker plastic bag is a lot more. You might as well just use your thin polythene bag more time. Studies show that people actually reuse the thin polythene bag that we hate so much more often than they use these thicker plastic materials. They use it for cat litter, for the lining of garbage. The truth is that these non-woven plastic bags don't last long enough for people to reuse them enough times so that they're actually sustainable. Once the handle rips, no one's actually stitching the handle back. The brown paper bags, the misconception is that they're actually better for the environment because they're like brown and crafty looking. Except that's not true. In order for a paper bag to hold produce and weight, and in order for it to be strong enough, it needs to be mostly virgin. In other words, not recycled. And in order for it to be sustainable, studies show that one person must use a brown paper bag anywhere from 8 to 43 times, depending on the recycled content in it. How many people here reuse a brown paper bag 8 times? That's what I thought. So this is the thing. Like, we have the misconception if something's looking crafty that it's actually better for the environment. Truth is, of all these solutions, you might as well just continue using the polythene bags and convince your consumers to reuse that. That's better. Big misconception trend right now with the ban of the single-use plastic. Very grateful for this, but a lot of companies have done research and development and come up with this biodegradable, compostable, polyactic acid-based, which is essentially corn-based bags that biodegrade or compostable. The truth about that is that in order for it to actually decompose, it needs to be exposed to 60 plus degrees Celsius for over 30 days straight and introduced to microbes. Such conditions don't exist currently in Canada, or there are not enough facilities anyway to make that a proper solution. So what's happening is these bags, they actually kind of look like this, look like plastic. They behave like plastic, and what they have, they're just going into the garbage cycle, and they're going to landfills, and the landfills don't have the microbes of this temperature. So as of today, and this might change in 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now, as of today, 100% of these bags are acting just like the regular plastic bags, and grocers are simply spending more money and offering these bags, and consumers are now learning that actually no, they don't decompose, and this is the truth of the matter. So until and unless we have the facilities in our province and our country that these bags will decompose in, we might as well consider them as regular plastic bags. Consumers are increasingly getting educated. This is, I think, a lot of you are starting to feel that. So another misconception is we actually understand the difference in terminologies. This is a really, really big one. Let's start with the one on the top right. Organic versus sustainable. So recently a buyer asked me, we produce bags out of natural plant fibers. Are your materials organic? I said, well, why do you want to know if it's organic? Well, we want to do something that's good for the environment. So I said, okay, I think you want to know whether the material is sustainable or not, because I could give you an organic cotton bag, which is really organic in that it doesn't use chemicals or pesticides to grow. But the amount of energy and water that's used to grow this organic cotton plant is way worse for the environment. So I think what you're asking for is the material sustainable? And so that's the right question. However, consumers, people want to do the right thing. They're asking these questions and they're slowly getting educated on it. So let's look at the different types of plastics: biodegradable, compostable, biodegradable. What does that even mean? Is a bag biodegradable? Everything biodegrades, even the plastic bag biodegrades. It's just that it takes thousands of years for it to biodegrade. So there's no definition of what biodegradable means, and studies have shown this. And so the state of California has completely banned the term. You can't find the word biodegradable or any plastic packaging in the state of California. And that's going to be widespread. It's going to happen because it's misleading. When you say something is biodegradable, you have to provide the parameters. Biodegradable in these conditions, and it takes this long. Because of this confusion, they've just banned it. So compostable, now we're talking about something that is actually measurable. So there's an international accreditation that you can get to get that certification and call it compostable. So the Biodegradable Product Institute has this. If you meet these requirements, then you can call it compostable. That basically means that it breaks down into carbon dioxide, oxygen. It actually breaks down into different elements, not smaller pieces of plastic, which is what oxo-degradable plastics are. It's just basically a larger piece of plastic just breaks into smaller pieces of plastic, and that's actually worse for the environment because now it's into the waterways and the oceans much easier. Bio-based plastics are plastics that are made out of plant-based, so basically cornstarch essentially, and it's from the lipids of a plant. Basically it's not water soluble and behaves like plastic. Great, except again you need the proper facilities so that they can decompose. So you need the proper composting facilities for bio-based plastics. Recyclable plastics, pretty simple. Plastic that are recycled, but like I said, only 9% of plastic that we put in the bin are recycled. By the way, the biggest reason for that is contamination. So the facilities, if they see a single speck of something that they consider contamination, they don't sort it out. They literally take the entire batch and put it on the side and call it contaminated, which is why the percentages are so what they are. So it's all too complicated, all these terms for plastic. And this is precisely why it's so easy to greenwash, right? So you can call something biodegradable and people will be like, okay, well that biodegrades. Because of this ambiguity, it's easy to greenwash, except now consumers are going online and asking questions. Another misconception is eliminating plastics is going to cost your company a lot of money. Well, the truth is, whether it's present or the near future, the complete opposite is the truth. These are photographs taken just last month for the Climate March. Every single person in that shops at a grocery store. Every single person is supporters of the grocery business and are simply asking for grocers to support their values, which I know grocers are trying to do, desperately trying to make sure that their bottom line is healthy as well as they're keeping their consumers safe and happy. Come back to that one. So these are studies that are continuously evolving. Next week these numbers will probably evolve even more. So some of these numbers, over 56% of people are actually looking for food that's not in single-use plastic. Over 90%, almost 90% of the people are looking for products that have packaged that are green alternatives. The most important statistic on this slide for me is that 90% of the people are looking for more information. They want more knowledge about this stuff. And really, the grocer or their retailer where they go is an incredible place for them to get that leadership and education. Right now, speaking of awareness, the City of Toronto is right now taking surveys and getting the public, the people in Toronto, to give in their feedback and opinion on single-use plastic. So a lot of people are going off and actually contributing their opinions. Last misconception I want to talk about is that policymakers are actually aligned with policy implementers. Now this one is a really, really big subject. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I think you get the idea that people that are actually making the policies in our country are very great, wonderful people, but they make great policies, but when it comes to actually implementing them, there's a massive disconnect. This is a photograph that I took last month at a grocery store here in Toronto. This is Canada in 2019. There is no regulation that requires that two plastic forks can't touch each other. There's just no regulation that requires that. But this is the state of the situation today in Toronto. This is a photograph I took. I was just recently traveling. This is in Atlanta, Georgia, an airport that has a very clean, non-plastic, compostable cutlery dispenser. Millions of people walk through this area. There's no fear of health concerns or anything like that. Really no reason why our food departments can't have displays like that. So current alternatives to plastic, moving on. There's so many out there, but what I'll do is, again, this is available for the presentation available for you if you want to take it. Going from the left to the right of the screen, everything that's kind of more red is really bad, and everything that's really green is getting better. So the general rule of thumb here is you always want to look at the source material of either the product that you're buying, whether it's a bag or whatever, or the packaging that the product you're buying is coming in. So again, this is very generalized, and the file that I'll email to you has a lot more information, but the plastics are obviously going to be on the left side. The virgin plastic is basically zero recycled content. Part recycled is better. Recycled entirely is obviously the best of them. And then even within those, are they recyclable or are they not recyclable? So obviously if you're getting something plastic, you want to go as far as recycled and recyclable as possible. Moving on to plant-based, you're never going to go wrong with plant-based, but even within the plant-based, there's the better and the worse, right? So as I talked about the PLA, the polyactic, bio-based plastics, right now they're a great solution for replacing the meat trays that are styrofoam. They're a good solution for that. Cling wrap can be made out of this material as well, cutlery, food containers. But keep in mind that as of today, those plastic compostable containers are going to landfills. Except when the composting facilities start coming up, which is what we should lobby for, then that's a wonderful sustainable solution. Trees are a little bit worse than plants because trees obviously take a lot longer to grow. What you can get from trees are the cardboard packaging that you see. If it's corrugated, then it's mostly recycled. If it's just flat, it's mostly not recycled. Then there's wood and paper. But like I said, the paper bags are actually not much better for the environment. They need to be reused many, many times. Plant fiber, that's what I love personally, and I love it because the science backs it up. Going from the top of the list, the cotton would be probably the worst, and the hemp and the jute are probably the best. Basically, it's the amount of energy that's required to grow these plants. So bamboo is a really wonderful solution. Now, if you have a bamboo t-shirt, it's looks really eco-friendly, but except the amount of energy and chemicals that are required to make that bamboo soft is not worth it, right? So you got to look at things like that. A refill leaf, we have some samples here by the way. This is a leaf. And no electricity used to make it. Wonderful solution for beef trays. Bagasse sugar cane. This is made out of sugar cane fiber. Another great solution for meat trays and packaging. Very new is the fact that these are waterproof for 7 to 10 days, which is a wonderful solution for meats. And of course, when you talk about hemp and jute, these are plants that belong to the bast fiber family. 1 hectare of jute gives off more oxygen than 1 hectare of the Amazon forest. It's an extremely sustainable material. Well before the 1950s, jute was ubiquitous. You know, our great-grandparents went shopping with jute bags, and they were all over the place. But when plastic became extremely cheap in the 50s, we started replacing it. Graphical representation of the slide before. Again, this is a good thing to look at when you have it. Just more information on jute, very versatile material. Here's an example of avocado seeds that are used to make straws and cutlery. Now this reminds me, because this reminds me of human behavior, which is something I want to get into a little bit. So anyway, apparently these are going to be just as cheap as plastic because avocado is renewable, doesn't use much energy to grow. So look out for avocado seed solutions. Here's some different packaging and products that are available. I just want to point your attention to the top right, the paper cups, for example. Great, right? But if you have a PLA lining, and then we're coming back to that, do we have the facilities where these will actually decompose? You gotta look at things like that. So what's really important is educating your consumers about this information, which I'll get to. The solutions. There really isn't like one solution to this. The solution is always going to be a combination of technological advancement and changes in human behavior. So let me talk a little bit about human behavior, right? So my company has come up with a very, very innovative and new technology to replace straws. We've come up with this incredible thing. You actually, with your right hand, you take your glass or your drink and you hold it and you kind of do this thing. And you drink, right? So, it's somewhat funny, but like think about that. Like what has happened to us that we need like a medium in the middle to consume our liquids? Like whatever happened to that, right? So here is these companies are doing all this research, and thank God that they're doing that. I'm not saying they shouldn't. There's rice-based straw now, it's avocado seed-based straw. Thankful they're doing that, but really, can that effort be put somewhere else? Can we just drink liquids, right? Like, so this is an interesting thing. So what the solution is that grocers and retailers have to make bold rules, and consumers have to change lifestyles. But the grocers can actually affect that lifestyle change, right? Here's an example. Imagine your grocery store just completely stops offering any free plastic giveaway bag that they can take. And at the same time, now your consumers are like, wow, they're not giving me the bags here, so I have no choice. I gotta bring my own bag. And you might worry, well, if we don't give that cheaper plastic bag, they might not come here again. But I don't know anyone that doesn't go to Costco because they don't give plastic bags at the cash, right? There's always a lineup at Costco. So it's about taking bold moves like that. Another one, you could have a bring your own container section in your footprint in your store, and within that a no plastic, completely plastic-free zone. These are photographs. There's really no reason those tomatoes need to be in a styrofoam container, or each green pepper. There's ways of working around that. We can start working on eliminating some of the styrofoam trays in the produce section, a little bit at a time, right? We can see the consequences of it. But if you have this footprint in your store, you will inevitably have to start populating this footprint with material, and you'll start seeing it grow. This is inevitable. You can start delisting coconuts that come with plastic wrapping. Just simply say we're not going to buy it anymore, and that sends a really strong message to your suppliers as well. CBC Marketplace video, please YouTube it. It's a wonderful thing for you to watch. It's really interesting. If you had more time, I'd play it. Here's some images of refill stations at grocery stores. We could see more of that. We could afford to see more of that. There's grocers here in Toronto that are already starting this, and they're seeing a lot of customer loyalty. The picture on the bottom left is of a grocery chain in the United Kingdom. You cannot find anything in plastic there. And they're in the news. Why? Because they did something really bold. So they get a lot of free media. A lot of people are shopping there. The soap, the Kanji organic soap. It's an example of you sell soap, now this packaging, you just put it in your garden, the packaging turns into flowers or a plant. That's an idea of something that's really innovative. So, like I said, one of the things is let's be bold and let's completely eliminate offering any plastics that you're giving away for free. Only sell sustainable products or bags or whatever that are made of sustainable plant fibers or sustainable materials. Introduce a private label line with your company's logo, reusable containers, and offer your consumers an environmentally conscious discount every time they bring their container back. Here's an example of a chain in Singapore that's doing that, giving incentives. Here's Sainsbury in the United Kingdom. If you bring your coffee cup, your own coffee cup, you get 25 pence back. There's signage across the stores that say, hey, did you know? Hey, remember to bring your bag back. We could use more of that in our Canadian retail. Shifting perspective on money. Going green is very much a marketing spend now. And in fact, probably very expensive if you don't make these bold moves. So if you're, for example, if you're stopping buying a lot of these plastic things, you do have a little bit of money to invest in this. Maybe part of your marketing dollars should go into this kind of an effort. This is a really big one, having workshops. You know, grocers can be looked at as educators. It's probably better for your customer loyalty for you to continue offering the thin plastic bag, let's say, and educate your consumers and tell them why you're not replacing it with toxic, thicker plastic bag. The consumers will appreciate that more than you supplying a thinner plastic with a thicker plastic and just pretending that they're not getting the reality of the situation. So it's better to actually form that relationship. So why not have workshops, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, have them. I offer these sustainable lifestyle tips. This workshop can tell your consumers, here are some tips that you can do in your life to live a more sustainable life and a healthier life. You can use this opportunity to walk them through your store and say, here, this is the new section that we created, and there's no plastic here, and it's going to grow, watch out. Introducing them to the new signs. If your cashiers are trained to ask for a points card and say good evening or good afternoon, they can just as easily be trained to be, hey, did you remember to bring your bag? Did you know that you get 25 cents off when you bring your own bag? That kind of stuff, right? Just so you know, I'm doing a workshop at Fiesta Farms at 200 Christie Street later on 16th of November. If any of you are there, it's a workshop that we're getting consumers and their clients to come in, and I talk to them about how they can live a sustainable lifestyle. So I offer this to any retailers or any chain that wants to do that. I think it would be tremendous. Continuing the good fight for policy change. This is huge, right? So, for example, one of the biggest moves we should make now is we need to really change the way we're labeling and or misleading our consumers. Consumers are learning that biodegradable is just a term that means kind of nothing, right? The next thing that's going to come is single use. If you think about a plastic fork, right? Like the only person that is forcing you to use that only once is you or me. Like nobody is telling me I can't use that plastic fork twice. So what these fork manufacturers are going to do is they're going to get a certification that says my fork is double-use plastic. And who is going to challenge that? I mean, they can say, well, I can use it again, you can wash it. So this is coming. Policymakers are going to ban single-use plastic, and now the market is going to work with that and twist the wording in the labeling and call it, well, this is double-use plastic. But really, that's not better for the environment, and you can't really fool your consumers for that long, right? So these kinds of things, policymakers have to be aware of what's not just now, but what's coming, and actually be ready for that. Because that's what the large manufacturers are actually taking advantage of, is these loopholes in miscommunication and lack of awareness. So fighting the good fight is very, very important. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I mean, I have lots more to say. And feel free to reach out to me. We're in a booth right there. You can ask me zillions of questions there. Leave your card here if you want this presentation emailed to you. And yeah, I'm available to consult for this kind of a subject in your store for your consumers anytime. Thank you for your time.